But most dreams never leave the imagination, not because the dream is impossible, but because the discipline to reach it is missing. Talent, potential, intelligence, these are gifts, but without discipline, they remain locked away. They never grow roots, never become real, and never change anything. Discipline is a decision to act, not once, not twice, but every single day. What's the choice to commit to something greater than your mood, your comfort, or your excuses? Without discipline, ambition dies slowly, suffocated by distraction and delay. With discipline, even the smallest steps forward accumulate into unstoppable momentum. That is why discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation rises and falls like waves. It's there one day, gone the next. Discipline is the tide, constant and steady, pushing you forward whether the conditions are perfect or not. Think about it. How many times have goals been set with excitement only to fade away when the initial spark dimmed? That happens because excitement is not enough. Passion is not enough. Even talent not enough. The world is filled with talented people who never reach their potential because they lack the discipline to transform talent into mastery. The truth is simple but hard to accept. Success belongs to those who stay disciplined long after the excitement is gone. Discipline is not glamorous. It rarely feels heroic. Most of the time, it feels ordinary. It's in the quiet decisions that seem too small to matter. Choosing to rise early, choosing to finish the work, choosing to focus instead of drifting. Each choice on its own may look insignificant, but compounded over weeks, months, and years, they create extraordinary results. Discipline is the silent architect of greatness, and discipline demands sacrifice. To choose discipline is to say no to distractions, to laziness, to anything that pulls you away from your purpose. Every no is not a loss, it is an investment. You are saying no to comfort now, so you can say yes to success later. You are saying no to excuses, so you can say yes to progress. You are saying no to quitting, so you can say yes to victory. That trade is not always easy, but it is always worth it. Understand this, the dream is possible, but only if you stay disciplined. Every time you rise above excuses, you build strength. Every time you push through resistance, you sharpen your character. Every time you choose discipline, you take another step across that bridge, closer to the life you were meant to live. The dream is waiting, but it won't come to you. You must walk toward it. And the only path is paved with discipline. Talent can open doors, but only discipline keeps you inside the room. The world is full of people who started strong, people who were gifted, people who had every advantage on the surface. They enter the room of opportunity with applause and expectation. But over time, many of them faded away because talent can get you noticed, but discipline is what makes you last. Discipline is the difference between potential and performance. Potential is what you could do, but performance is what you actually do. Too often, people fall in love with the idea of their potential. They talk about what they could accomplish, what they might achieve if things line up perfectly. But potential means nothing without discipline to turn it into action. It is discipline that takes the dreamer and turns them into a doer. The discipline understands something most overlook. Consistency is more valuable than brilliance. A single burst of effort will never equal the power of sustained, steady work. You don't need to be extraordinary one day. You need to be consistent every day. That is how mountains are moved, stone by stone, effort by effort, choice by choice. And this is where talent alone fails. Talent gives you flashes of brilliance, but discipline gives you stand power. The truth is, discipline often feels like repetition. It feels like doing the same thing again and again, long after the excitement has disappeared. And that is exactly what builds strength. Anyone can work hard when they feel inspired. But true greatness belongs to those who work hard when they don't feel like it, when they're tired, when no one is clapping, when no one is watching. That kind of discipline is rare, and that is why its rewards are great. Think of every area of success: athletics, business, art, leadership, personal growth. The pattern never changes. The ones who endure are not the ones who are merely talented. They are the ones who built the discipline to keep sharpening their edge. They stay in the gym when others leave. They study when others sleep. They practice when others play. Over time, discipline compounds, and the gap between them and everyone else becomes unbridgeable. But here's the challenge. Discipline does not come naturally. It must be cultivated. It begins with small decisions, the ones that don't seem like they matter. It's in showing up on time, finishing what you start, refusing to cut corners, committing to the process. Each act of discipline is like a brick, and brick by brick, you build a foundation that cannot be shaken. So yes, talent may open the door, but without discipline, you will not stay in the room. The applause will fade, the spotlight will move, and only those who are disciplined will remain. Discipline makes sure that when the opportunity comes, you are ready. Discipline ensures that when the challenge arrives, you are prepared. Discipline is the anchor that holds you steady when others drift away. If you want your dreams to endure, if you want your success to last, let discipline be the force that carries you beyond talent, beyond luck, beyond chance. Talent may get you started, but discipline will keep you standing when the test comes. And the test always comes. Discipline means showing up when no one is watching. It is easy to perform when the lights are bright, when people are applauding, when recognition is guaranteed. But true discipline reveals itself in silence. It shows up in the moments when no one is there to notice, there to cheer, and no one is there to reward you. Those are the moments that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. Showing up when no one is watching is the ultimate test of character. It is proof that you are not working for applause, not working for validation, but working for a standard you've set for yourself. Discipline demands that you uphold that standard, even in solitude. If your commitment depends on whether someone else is noticing, it is not discipline, it is performance. And performance fades. Discipline endures. Think about the mornings when your body begs you to stay in bed. Think about the evenings when your mind whispers, you've done enough for today. Think about the times when progress feels invisible, when effort feels wasted, when the reward seems too far away. In those moments, discipline is the voice that speaks louder than comfort. Discipline says, show up anyway, do it anyway, keep moving anyway. This is where breakthroughs are made. Not in the obvious moments of victory, but in the hidden hours of preparation. Champions are not crowned in front of crowds. They are created in the dark, in the hours no one sees, in the spaces where only discipline exists. The greatest work you do will often be invisible to others, but it will never be invisible to your future. Your future records every act of discipline, every choice to keep going, every hour spent building what no one else believed in. Discipline is not about feelings, it is about decisions. Feelings are fleeting. One day you feel strong, the next day you feel weak. One day you feel inspired, the next day you feel empty. If your progress is tied to feelings, it will never last. Discipline frees you from the trap of emotions. It makes you act on commitment, not on mood. That is why discipline rises above those who rely on motivation. Motivation is a spark, discipline is the fire. And here's the truth, no one may ever see the hours you put in. No one may ever know the sacrifices you made. No one may ever witness the nights you stayed up, the mornings you rose early, the countless times you chose to stay focused while others drifted. But eventually results speak. Discipline has a way of revealing itself through undeniable outcomes. You may go unnoticed today, but the day will come when the strength built in silence will shine so bright it cannot be ignored. So, show up even when no one is watching. Show up when it's boring. Show up when it's hard. Show up when it's hard. Show up when it feels pointless. Every time you show up, you are proving something powerful. You are not controlled by convenience. You are guided by discipline. And that discipline will lead you to places where applause finally comes. But by then, you won't even need it. You will already know who you are. Every excuse steals from your future. Every delay costs you time. And every moment of weakness can undo years of effort. Discipline is the shield that protects you from regret. Excuses are seductive. They offer comfort, they sound reasonable, and they provide a temporary escape from responsibility. But every time you give in to an excuse, you surrender a piece of your future. An excuse may buy you relief in the present, but it will always charge you interest later. That interest comes in the form of lost opportunities, diminished growth, and the heavy burden of a what-if. Time is unforgiving. Once it slips away, it cannot be reclaimed. Discipline understands this truth. That's why it insists that you use each day wisely, not waiting for tomorrow, not stalling until the conditions are perfect, but acting now. Delay is a thief that works silently. It convinces you that waiting's harmless, that postponing is small, but every postponement accumulates. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and suddenly the dream feels out of reach. Weakness too has its cost. A single moment of giving in can erase progress built over weeks or months. Think of the person training hard, making sacrifices, staying focused, only to undo that progress in one careless decision, one indulgence, one surrender to comfort. Discipline guards against this. It does not allow a moment of weakness to dictate the outcome of years of effort. It trains you to choose strength even when it hurts. But here's the deeper truth. Regret is heavier than discipline. Discipline may feel hard in the moment, requires effort, sacrifice, and consistency, but regret carries a weight that never leaves. It whispers in your ear when opportunities pass by. It follows you when you know you could have done more, but didn't. It lingers in the quiet hours when you wonder what your life might have been if only you had stayed disciplined. This is why discipline must be your shield. It is the armor you wear against the temptations of excuses, the traps of delay, the weakness of the moment. Discipline keeps you aligned with your purpose when distractions try to pull you off course. Discipline refuses to let temporary feelings sabotage permanent goals. Every day presents a choice. Protect your future or gamble with it. Each time you choose discipline over excuses, you are casting a vote for your best self. Each time you choose action over delay, you are moving closer to the life you want. Each time you choose strength over weakness, you are proving that your destiny matters more than your comfort. The future belongs to those who protect it with discipline. Excuses will not save you. Delays will not carry you. Weakness will not reward you.